Okay, we did get it fixed. I think it was show points of interest on minimap was the selection. And we of course don't have a minimap, but it ties into the main map, it seems. And we do want this to be able to plan our trips and take care of points of interest. So again, we'll head out this way out of the castle, see what we find along the way. I think we may have some beastiary entries we should look at, starting with wolves. A friend of mine used to say that with all these griffins and basilisks and whatnot, good old-fashioned wolves were nothing to worry about. Then the damn beast devoured half his flock. Ingvar, shepherd. Once upon a time, wolves were the absolute rulers of the forest. Men used them to frighten children, while adults too trembled at the sound of their howling. Post-conjunction, monsters not only pushed wolves into the deepest wilds, but also took over their place in human nightmares. Yet this does not mean the old predators ceased to be danger. Wolves do not have a drop of magic within them, breathe no fire, and spit no acid, but that in no way stops them from killing unwary travelers and hunters. Particularly dangerous are wargs, a nasty and ferocious subspecies of wolf, and the snow white wolves, which today can only be found in the wild highlands of the Skellige archipelago. And they've only got one counter, which is beast oil. So that's the first beast that we've encountered, and that of course requires our steel sword because they have no magic. More necrophages, so drowners fall into that category with ghouls, and we need to really dial in on our types of monsters since we'll be manually applying blade oils and trying to take advantage of anything we can. Drowners. When at the water's edge, you gotta be quiet. First of all, so as not to scare the fish. Second, so you don't attract drowners. Yannick, a Blaviken fisherman. A drowner resembles a corpse dredged from the bottom of a pond. It is sickly blue or green in color, with slime and sludge oozing out of every pore, and the acrid stench of rot wafting off of it. That is why it is often thought drowners, along with their more dangerous cousins, vodniks, mucknixers, and drowned dead, arise from the bodies of those who drown in shallow water. Lost travelers falling into bogs, children who swim too far from the shore, or, in the case of vodniks, inebriated peasants who stumble off narrow swamp trails. Okay, I didn't know that vodniks are sort of drunk corpses. Okay. Let's just check characters. Looks like we're up to date. And we have read all of these. Still no crafting available, but we do want to make sure that we get these. So Samum is available if we can get saltpeter. Let's rest until morning. Now there's quite a bit of valuable stuff around this camp, but you do need to be careful not to steal. There's one trick that maybe we'll check out here quickly. I can't remember if I know how to get there. It's a tough jump here. No. And it's a long way back too, but we're gonna take a couple more attempts at it. I think there is some decent stuff on the bridge. Oh. Okay, this is just a fast travel point. So you actually have to jump, I think, a touch early so that you don't run into the top of that wall. There we go. I wonder if you can go back this way. Let's check out that sword we just got. It is a steel sword, certainly better than what we've got, including some additional bonuses and a slot. So let's equip that. We can increase our sign intensity. Let's go ahead and do that too. And we can't repair it, but we can go back to that smith that's inside of the castle. Now, can we get to the bridge? Yeah, that's the lock for that. First, let's take care of the repair, and then we'll see if we can get onto the bridge.
Are you here to spy or haggle?
I'd like you to craft something for me.
It's not cheap to repair it, but we'll get everything repaired.
So long.
It's a good sword. Can we get there from here? Yes. So we can't steal anything yet. But once we get over here, I think we can. We get chased, we're screwed. Ooh, and we get some armor. I really like the starting armor. Of course, the Kaer Morhen armor. So good. But it quickly gets outclassed by everything. So, and a lot of the first armor that you get is awful. It looks so frumpy. Ooh. Come on, really? Okay, let's see where we left off. So did we get... Yeah, we do have the sword, but we didn't get onto the bridge. I think we are repaired. Let's double check. Yeah, 100%. Nice. Okay, that was it. Let's see if we can make this jump. Jumping mechanics are pretty derpy. Let's see what this gambeson is like. It is better. Has quite a bit of resistances too. It's not so bad looking. Again, we'd like it repaired, but we can probably tolerate it for right now. That it still is better. Is this roach? I think so. Come on. Getting caught on things. There are some dangers out here. We'll come back to it. This is the magic of no HUD.
Whoa, Master Witcher!
It's dangerous right here.
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp! Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
Okay, let's have a quick look. So, whoops, back towards the bog there. And then we'll have to go and look. I think that up here there could be something, but then, of course, here as well.
Run, Roach.
Yeah, I think there's also potentially valuables around here. Guess not.
Here's the cart. Cart's riddled with arrows. Interesting. I should take a look around. An arrow. Didn't mention this.
Does not look like drowners.
Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying.
Oops, wrong one. Ooh, okay. Played that a little sloppy. I was a little fixated on getting Yurden down.
Cart's riddled with arrows. Interesting. I should take a look around. Cart's riddled with arrows. An arrow. Didn't mention this.
Better eat something too to make sure that we're topped up.
Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying. Show me what you got.
Got a barrel bag here that you guys might like. Oh, it didn't go down. That'll do it. that's it for right now. These are valuable resources coming off of them. Make sure we grab them. Was there something over here that they're hiding? Can't remember. Grab a few herbs out here. I think there's a water hag waiting further over. Take care of that before we go back to our RADEON, who seems to have some lies he's telling. Those are not drowners that killed those men. There's arrows everywhere. Hey, better get ready. Let's continue to eat to make sure we're prepared. Guarded treasure. It's out here somewhere. Is this it? I suppose we'll take a quick look. Whoops. Oh, did we already ransacked it? I thought there was a dangerous monster here. Let's keep lurking a little bit and make sure.
Perfect weather for a voyage.
Ah. Wolves. That's bad. We want a different weapon for that. But we'll take them. Right here, boys. Ooh.
Curses! What's casting curses?
It is the perfect spot to lay a trap for.
Oh, you witch fucker! Fuck!
We didn't quite get the barrel. Oh, yeah, we did. Very nice. Okay, let's run. We gotta close the distance on the archers.
He's up!
Ouch.
Never fight a
We
witcher.
gotta be careful. Amazing decapitation. Okay, we make sure we're protected and that we are recuperating health. Oops, I don't really want the swords, but it's okay. Make sure we get their stash. Ooh, there's some nice loot that we just grabbed there. Okay, maybe it's time we get out of here. Good to see you, Roach. Ooh, they're on us. Go get them, Nilf Guardians. Well, let's see what he's got to say based on what we found.
So, found my cart yet? So, found my cart yet? So, found my cart yet?
Yeah. Didn't we? Well, maybe we didn't actually get the box. Yeah, actually, I think it's a little further out into the swamp. Let's take a look at the map. Okay. He's back near the cart. Ah.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Oh, and you find the box?
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver with an arrow through his neck. No dryads in these swamps, and never known a drowner or a water hag to use a bow. So lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it. Just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding. Like a liar's. Best hope you're a better rider than you are a liar.
Decides he's gonna run for it, eh? Let's go, Roach.
Go, go. Hey there.
Ouch.
Gotta get him out of here.
Well, I didn't actually want to kill him. I wanted to stop him.
Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Giermer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods. That was a medical transport. I'd be damned if it reached the Black Ones. And the medicine, our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live and fight once more for a free North.
I like what they're doing, standing up to the Nilfgaardians. This little group of outlaws hiding in the woods.
Fine. Go. And may you and your soldier buddies hiding in the bushes be victorious in your struggle against Nilfgaard.
You've a vile sense of humor. But you're a decent man. Here, the gold I promised. Use it well. Drink to the silver lilies, and to Foltest's memory. Thanks once again. Temeria has not yet perished as long as we still live.
I think these are the crossroads. I just want to make sure it's active. We're not fast traveling. Okay. That would be the Herbalist. But let's go up and check out this village. Better eat. Ooh. Don't need wolves along with the ghouls. Wolves can be very dangerous. The dog tallow is also valuable. Make sure that we continue to eat. Very dangerous. Both got him. And they gain health when we're not killing them. It's a pretty tough fight just for some ghouls. Just gonna double check our vitality is full. It's good. We want the remains here for sure.
If I ever have a son, I'll name him Geralt.
Nothing left but
Ooh, this is rough to have right in front of their door. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if we looted a little bit.
Nothing left but to pray. Beg evil spares us at least.
Some Melody's trying to grip me. Oh my! Nice pendant you got.
I thank you. I believe there's a merchant here.
Ooh.
Godspeed your work.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Just in case he's got saltpeter. But nothing crucial that we need from him.
Farewell.
Okay, let's go see the herbalist.
Don't you look at me. Have you drove off all the monsters then?
I hear Roach somewhere close by.
Where'd you come from?
It's a great place to stock up here. Forget, is this Molly Marrow? Yeah. And rib leaf. Not very valuable, but again, use all this stuff. Ducal water is nice. Okay, let's go see her. Tomorrow, I think.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sar... something.
Ah, good to know the Black Ones are looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time. Yes?
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word, gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
Okay, so we can pin items. Let's think about what we want here. We can buy both of these. We don't have too much money, but... Okay, we can sell a few things. Might be enough to get what we need for grape shot. We need 40, okay. It's expensive. Spending basically everything we've got. Thamum can be very useful as well. I wonder, well, let's do grape shot first. To read it, it does 250 physical damage, inflicts shrapnel damage to foes within its explosion radius, deals a small amount of fire damage, destroys monster nests. 250 silver, 5 fire. So silver damage, so grape shot's actually not valuable against humans. Okay, we need 25, which might be a tall order. Let's take a look at what else we have that might be of value. It's too bad we can't sell the monster-related items. The Nilfgaardian lemon is very valuable. Maybe I'm willing to sell it. Then we now have 2 bombs. We can also craft the necrophage oil. We still need bear fat, and it's pretty expensive, 50 crowns. We can't afford that. But we could do the necrophage oil. And there's 1 potion available, swallow, of course. Very good. Okay. Let's say farewell to her, and then
Farewell.
let's look at our inventory to make sure this stuff is ready to go. By the way, these pants are better than what we're using. Let's do a quick compare. Yeah, even the bonuses are better. Even though they're damaged as well, they still are an upgrade. Don't have a silver sword yet. We've got a good steel sword. So I think primarily we might actually use Samum. Well, no, we'll get Grape Shot in the main slot. And then for, well, we want Swallow first slot. I forgot we had Tawny Oil, and Tawny Oil accelerates stamina regeneration, so we can cast signs more frequently. That's important. I need to remember these slots. It's going to be F and G. And then for eating, R is going to be the more effective one, and then T just for water. Now, necrophage oil, that would be the ghouls and the drowners, I believe. Yep. Okay. Great. Now I'll have a few more tools at our disposal. Let's also check out our journal. So ask the hunter, and then also find some buckthorn. Yeah, we can also finish this by taking Swallow to the herbalist. We're already right here. Okay, we'll do that first, then we'll go find some buckthorn, and then go check out the hunter.
Yes?
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
She's going to suffer a tough fate. We'll catch up with her later to see how that is playing out. We did get leveled up. There's a lot of experience there. And some nice crowns. We could buy the bear fat, but we'll be able to get it ourselves. We got cursed oil. We got a book of sweat and blood. Veil hangs between the world men see and the one they cannot. This veil blocks the dead from the view of the living, and the living from the view of the dead. Some mages can break through this veil and communicate with the dead, or else summon them to the world of the sun for short periods of time. This is the art known as necromancy. The dead can also break through the veil and enter the world of the living on their own. Yet, unlike the necromancers, in doing so, they are not driven by reason and will, but by a thoughtless, irrational need. This need arises from powerful emotions such as regret, longing, or wrath. Very often, these emotions gain their power by being invested in a material object by the dead individual while he or she still knew life. The objects most frequently so endowed are wedding rings, favorite toys, or the instrument used for the crime which sent the returned individual to the other world in the first place. Night Wraith decoction. I think we're going to have trouble brewing that probably right now. We also don't have very high toxicity to be able to put too much of that into our bloodstream. We also got a couple new beastiary entries. A lot of stuff popping off right there. And we can level up too. So I think primarily we're going to be going for a sign and alchemy build. We've got 2 slots available. And I really do like having Axie available in conversation. So even though it's traditionally my least used sign of all of them in combat, it is worth it arguably for the dialogue options. And also, it's very capable, especially in White Orchard and then even in Villain. We do face off against a lot of humans, and I should use it more often. So we are going to get this active. Oh, we've already got that, right. So Delusion. Drop that into the first slot, and we can't fill the second one yet, and we've also got no mutagens. We're going to probably want to rest here, but we've got some new entries under Spectres. Night Wraiths. Night Wraiths exude this immense sadness, this helpless wrath. I fear them, same as anyone, but most of all, I feel sorry for them. Aileen Altspar, Elven Truberits. Compared to other creatures of the night, catacans, Nekarats, and werewolves, for example, Night Wraiths and their rarer cousins, Dusk Wraiths, might not seem all that dangerous. After all, one might ask, how much harm could a pale, withered woman in a tattered dress do? The answer? Quite a bit. Instead of finding this out the hard way, avoid crossing fields and meadows at night at all costs. Like Noon Wraiths, Night Wraiths are only found in rural areas. Travelers fall victim to them most often, but if legends are to be believed, they also sneak into huts at times and murder peasants in their sleep. When they attack, Night Wraiths remain immaterial for most of the time, meaning physical blows pass right through them. They only take on more tangible form for a brief moment in which they strike. When weakened, they will create several projections of themselves which cannot attack directly, but act as transmitters of sorts, through which the Night Wraith can sap her victim's vital energy. Night Wraiths can turn immaterial and are at such times very difficult to wound. In order to force one to take on corporeal form, trap it with the Yrden sign or hit it with a blast of moon dust bomb. Do not believe the old wives' tales and think to yourself completely safe from Night Wraiths during the day. They appear under the light of the sun as well, but are much weaker than after dusk. Some really key insights here. So first, weaknesses, moon dust to make them corporeal, spectre oil, and Yrden. But it is wise if we know that we're facing off against a Night Wraith and it's going to be a contract, seeing whether or not we can get them during the day. They're a lot weaker, and vice versa. Noon Wraiths. Women dressed in long white robes. These are Noon Wraiths, the spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the fields searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals, though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time. They are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why, if one ever finds a wedding ring or torn veil in the middle of a field, one should not pick it up, but instead back away as quickly as possible. Forgot the first part, sorry. Despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labors at midday to get out of the sun. They do so to avoid Noon Wraiths. On particularly searing summer days, when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. Okay, and then we read the rest of that. Noon Wraiths are only known to haunt rural areas and usually stay near the place of their deaths. They prey on peasants working in the fields or children playing nearby. Noon Wraiths do not bleed and are, for the most part, immune to the effect of Witcher signs. They can create mirror images of themselves, which circle their victims in a kind of morbid parody of a dance. This ghastly ritual drains their victims' life energy while adding to their own strength. Noon Wraiths are also able to manipulate the physical world to a limited degree, kicking up clouds of dust which temporarily blind and disorientate their enemies. Noon wraiths can turn immaterial and are at such times very difficult to wound. In order to force a noon wraith to take corporeal form, one must first trap it with the Irden sign or strike it with a moon dust bomb. Once the monster has regained physical presence, one can mount a fast attack with a silver blade, preferably one coated in specter oil. Contrary to belief, noon wraiths can also be encountered at night, but are much weaker than during the day. Same weaknesses. And lastly, plague maidens. Patients seem to have hallucinations of a woman covered in scabs and boils, with rats scurrying about all around her. These ravings subsided after an administration of henbane and poppy extract. Joachim von Gratz notes, Vilmerius Hospital in Novograd. When plague ravages a region, a spirit will sometimes walk its lands, a ghost resembling an ill woman whose flesh rots off her bones and in whose wake crawls a cavalcade of rats. No one knows whether this spirit brings the pox with her or is merely drawn to it like a moth to a light. Yet it is certain that she delights in dealing pain and suffering, in hearing the howling and moaning of men. Many have called into question the very existence of plague maidens, or pesti, as they are sometimes called. Only 2 sightings of such a creature have ever been recorded, both during times of raging epidemic. As the name plague maiden suggests, these wraiths take the appearance of females, though exactly why that is remains a mystery. Some speculate they, like other such specters, arise from the powerful emotional charge associated with certain circumstances of death, such as death preceded by a long and particularly painful illness. Not much is known about how to fight a plague maiden, though one can assume they possess many traits in common with other phantoms and wraiths. They undoubtedly pose a great danger, though a witcher's immunities should at least prevent him from catching the contagious illnesses they carry. And Moondust is not listed as one of them for the Plague Maiden. It does not take on the immortal form and forcing it to be corporeal. I realize the enunciation too. It's a pesta, I think is what they call them, not a pesti. Okay, so we've got a number of specters that are now known to us. The only oil we still have is necrophages, but we're going to be facing a specter here soon. So I'm wondering if we're able to brew that oil or not. We already read that book. Nothing to craft just yet. Okay, so specter oil. We need bear fat, and we'd rather not buy it. So let's try to take care of that before we really deal with this contract. So one option is we go and see the hunter. Actually, we'll go and get buckthorn. We'll go and get this, which I think is a place of power. It'll give us an ability point. Then we'll backtrack through town to the hunter. And over this way, there is not only a place of power, but a very large bear, which will be a tough matchup for us right now. I think he's level 5, but that would solve our bear fat issue. Okay, let's set out. We better double check, but I believe this is the way. Nope. So to the right. We're just going to run. It's not very far. So we should be able to, yeah, kind of surmise. There's the place of power.
Magic. A place of power.
Okay. We've got ourselves a specter.
Ooh.
I'm gonna need to heal up pretty significantly after that. Okay, we should have another upgrade now. I think we'll stick with signs. We might do a Yurden. We did get a mutagen, just a sort of generic one, but we get a little bit more vitality while we're in this menu. Okay, our vitality is not too bad. Okay, I believe we're heading this way towards the river. We won't meditate just yet. Well, maybe we will before we do a dive. Remember too, we've got bombs. It's a beautiful day. Let's have a look. Looks like a lot of buckthorn down there. It can be useful, so we'll grab a few of them while we're here. By the way, we have no breath bar, so we have to, it's going to be risky in some cases where we do deep dives. We'll head off to the hunter's place.
God's eye above, emperor far away.
Kings do the fighting, but peasants do the dying.